Your Eminences, Your Lordships, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, Reverend Brothers, my dear friends in Jesus Christ, are you born? May you have long life. So may I present the theme 1 based on the deliberations that we had for the past few years in the true spirit of synodality. It's all about pastoral and ministerial training for lay leaders. So may I take you through the essence of the paper, which will help us to have a good, meaningful, insightful interaction, I would believe. So it's all about it all comes from the baptism, as our Eminence very correctly mentioned, Eminence Cardinal Mario very correctly mentioned. It comes from baptism and then the calling from Vatican II, Church as the people of God and sacrament of unity, which comes very powerfully from Vatican II. So moving forward, it talks about the missionary command of Jesus, which he gave to the disciples. And stemming from that, so it's all about the Holy Trinity guiding people for the synodal journey. And it's for a common mission as well. So with that, the missionary synodal church springs from the baptism in which Christ clothes us with himself and enables us reborn of the Spirit as children of God. So this gives the biblical foundation for the whole endeavor. And it's all about having the spiritual taste of what it means to be the people of God. And then it covers every tribe, every language, every nationality, and going beyond the boundaries, more the collaboration rather than conflict. So stemming from that, we can see in the document there are several recommendations given. First category in page 3, you see recommendations by the Synod Fathers for implementation in the church. Second set of recommendations is from the National Pastoral Convention. And the third set, further recommendations for ecclesia ministry. So altogether 12 recommendations. Nirdesha 12ක් ඔවුන් විසින් අප සඳහා යෝජනා කර තිබෙනවා අපේ සංවාදය සඳහා. So let's go through those 12 recommendations. Beginning with recommendation number 1, establish a ministry of listening and accompaniment showing a variety of perspectives. There are so many people who can talk, but very few people who can listen. So there's a need to listen to others. And the second recommendation, as Christians individually and as part of ecclesial movements and associations, bear fruit by sharing the gifts given and be witnesses to the gospel. So to be that fruit-bearing witnesses is a strong recommendation, be it religious, be it laity, altogether. Third recommendation talks about recognize the apostolic capacities of people with disabilities. Now we call the term differently able people who feel called and sent out as active agents of evangelization. So this is something that we need to be serious about. Establish a church-based research initiative or observatory on disability to encourage their participation in the life and mission of the church. We can't keep them away. We need to bring them to the forefront. Inclusivity is a key word. Moving ahead, the fourth recommendation talks about conduct programs for specialized training for laity on leadership and establish a diocesan pastoral training institute. For the entire diocese to have one pastoral training institute, which is a strong recommendation in order to encourage the lay participation in decision making, in building a participatory church through consultation, cooperation, and shared responsibility. In moving forward, we see the fifth recommendation is all about increased lay presence in church institutions, adhering to the principles of fraternity and equality, bringing all the fraternities together and ensure equality in action. The sixth recommendation is all about encourage lay people to share responsibilities in finance, administration, and projects in diocesan pastoral undertakings. Now, I serve in two parish councils, ironically, one in Nigambu, one in All Saints. So, both we assign the responsibility. For example, a treasurer can be given to a good banker who is a practicing banker in the parish council. Like that, we can assign the task to the talent. So, ensuring that the right professional expertise can be utilized for the betterment of the parish. In moving to the seventh recommendation, it's all about register parish pastoral councils at the Diocesan Pastoral Institute and approve according to the revised statutes. So it's all about the regulation, recognition, and revitalization of what's happening in terms of the parish councils. So the question is, as His Eminence very correctly mentioned, are they just confined to a list of names? Are they meeting frequently? Are they given proper empowerment? So all those things need to be properly discussed. So moving to the recommendation number 8, it's all about encourage parish level animation programs and parish based calendar for training of shared responsibilities. Training is my bread and butter. I do training as part of my job. So where we look at the gaps, expected level and the actual level, and bridge the gap with proper training. It's all about having the right mindset, having the right skill set, and of course having the right tool set. So we need to look at all three. And the recommendation number 9 is provide ongoing training for parish pastoral council members. Simply because someone is influential in the parish, that does not guarantee an active contribution to the parish council well-being. So they need to be trained, they need to be oriented, they need to be given the fundamentals in being brilliant on basics. That's what I have seen happening, and that's what I personally experienced in the two parish councils that I serve. And moving into number 10, work more intensely on parish renewal. As the two eminences very correctly said, to be shepherds in ensuring the flock is not being taken away by so-called pastors, so prophets, so whatever. So parish renewal. So in order to have that regular, ongoing renewal is something that that the recommendation is talking about. And one before last, the recommendation number 11 is all about introduce training methodologies and modules for various apostolates. So it's not just conducting the training, you have to design, develop, and deliver. Designing the right way of having the training with proper expectations in mind, and then ensuring that you develop the proper training module, and then conduct the training with right competent personnel, so that the training will become an effective exercise. Finally, the recommendation number 12 talks about support apostolic activities through parish associations and societies. So we need to get everyone on board in order to have the right common harmony in action with the guidance of Holy Spirit and to support the apostolic activities. So those are the 12 recommendations stemming very clearly from the segment of theme 1 in the final document. So now may I hand over to the facilitator for the discussion, and I hope we can all have a meaningful discussion and to decide as to what we need to take it forward. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.